So the fun part is about to start.
Oh wait, start over. I was like this.
Okay, ready?
Okay. Hi, I'm Bri with BCR and Aesthetics.
And I'm Jentry from Jentry Kelly Cosmetics.
Day one on the gondola.
Day one, baby, let's get it.
So we kind of have a tradition that every Christmas we go skiing. So Brian and I started this tradition probably like 6 years ago. We leave on Christmas Day, we go skiing, and we come home before New Year's. Skiing is my absolute favorite thing to do in the world. I wish I could live somewhere that I could ski all the time. So this year, Jordan, my son, and Brynlee, my daughter, and Brynlee's boyfriend went with us. We had a lot of fun. One of the days we had to valet, because if you don't get there early enough, they run out of parking spots and you're forced to either valet or like bus or something. So we ended up valeting, and when we got done and got our car, I left my skis in the valet line and had no idea. I didn't even know until the next day when we went to get our skis out of the van that they weren't there. And so we did some like thinking, and I was like, oh my gosh, I left them in the valet line, and they were still there. Of course, all the kids and Brian were giving me all kinds of heck because I give them all kinds of heck when they leave stuff or forget stuff, because I'm the super responsible one. So it was pretty comical for them to get on to me because I just blanked. Honestly, I thought Brian grabbed them for me because he always does stuff for me.
Bri forgot her skis
overnight,
and she's always hard about everybody not forgetting anything, and look what she does.
And they're
Here
still
they
here.
are, just chilling
Sitting
here.
in ballet. Lucky. Oops.
Voila.
Jordan, Isaiah, did you fly home? How did you get home?
How about that rocket skating?
So Jordan, my son, is at Texas Tech University, and during Christmas he wanted to come home, obviously. He had already driven home for Thanksgiving, so he was like, Mom, will you buy me a flight to come home? So I was like, okay, as part of Christmas, I will get you a flight to come home. So I bought his flight like 4 days before he was coming home. He calls me like 2 or 3 days later and was like, hey, is it okay if I go skiing with my buddies in New Mexico? So Lubbock is pretty close to New Mexico. So he goes skiing. They don't make it home back to Lubbock in time for him to make his flight. So he misses this flight that I had bought him. I was livid. Jordan, I got a spray tan tonight. Jordan,
What?
tell the people what you did.
My loving and amazing mother
That's me.
bought me a plane ticket, and my irresponsible self went snowboarding in New Mexico and missed it.
You missed what?
The flight. So I got punished.
You missed your flight?
And my mom gave me 20 spankings. 20.
And how'd you get home?
I had to drive 8 hours.
You're stupid.
Stay in school, kids. So he, being his 20-year-old self, is saying, I'm sorry, it's not my fault. The guys wouldn't get up, or they didn't get up in time. They didn't think about the time difference. So I just went off on how it was his responsibility and that it was nobody's fault but his. So in effort to give him a punishment, he had to publicly say what he did on social media, which was funny. I was super mad, but we ended up making it kind of funny. But he learned his lesson. He also had to work at my office all day. He was labeling makeup for Jentry. And then when we went snow skiing, he had to pull me every time we got to like a catwalk or to a bridge that I would have to pull at. He had to pull me on my skis.
He's a good kid. I bet he'll never miss the flight again. Right, Jordan? Yep. We're in beautiful Beaver Creek. Oh, God.
So it was actually really funny, and he is a good kid, and I hope he learned his lesson, because I will not be buying him any more flights for him to miss.
Finally, they came in per customer request, because as anyone who follows me knows, I can't sleep, Amber can't sleep, none of us can sleep until the whole world is free of bottom eyeliner. So look what's here. Amber, show them what you got. I mean, what better way than to train your friends that still wear bottom eyeliner than to wear this hat in front of them and say, hey, ladies night, let's go out. Ladies night, let's go have some cocktails or some beers. And then you show up in this hat and she goes, what does that mean? And we're like, oh, you didn't know? You didn't know that you weren't supposed to wear bottom eyeliner? I mean, Amber, how many times a day do you have to tell people not to wear bottom eyeliner?
All day, every day.
And why do we not wear bottom eyeliner? Because that's always a common question.
Because it makes you look old.
It brings your eye down, drags everything down. It's old school, sorry. Don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, but it's old school. I did it, 2013, I wore bottom eyeliner. This bitch over here wore bottom eyeliner, a lot of it, with purple eyeshadow from here to here.
And nylon MAC right now.
Oh, nylon MAC was the shit. I used to wear that right under my eyebrow. So anyway, our purpose here in this world is to spread the word of no bottom eyeliner. So these hats are gonna be the first piece, actually it's the second piece of material for hashtag no bottom eyeliner. You and your friend, what's that company's name?
Oh, hashtag no bottom eyeliner. This is a Love Handle.
Yeah, Love Handle. So she started it with Love Handle, but that is now our official company hashtag, so you can follow our work, hashtag no bottom eyeliner.
All right, somebody count it out.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
So this year I turned 39. I really did not know that 39 was gonna hit me this hard. It was a really eye-opening birthday. I don't feel 39. I don't act 39. I mean, my kids probably think that I act 39, but I don't feel like I am your typical 39-year-old. So that was like a lot to come to terms with. Last year was a difficult year, I guess I should say. So, but my family came together and they took me to lunch, and then they bought me a few cakes. I think I had like 3 cakes. So they made it a really special birthday, but getting old is hard. So it's no secret that I'm obsessed with my dogs. They are my life, my little babies. And they won Pets of the Month this month, actually in December. I don't know what month we're in right now. For our high rise that we live in. So it was super exciting. So they are like little local celebrities walking around. They don't even know that they're famous.
So Sean pretty much lives on har.com and loopnet.com. So he's been looking for something for himself to invest in around the area that he can fix up and then lease out to somebody, right? So he comes across this piece of property that I've talked about on one of these episodes before, and it was a really good slice of land on the freeway just north of I-10 near Voss area. So we were going to put in an offer. I think I had spoke about this on one of the last episodes. Somebody else had like a offer that, what is it called when you're in
Feasibility.
There you go. They had gone past their feasibility period. It had expired, so he reached back out to them and said, before I sign a contract with this girl, do you want it or not? And the person went ahead and went with it. So I did not get that property. So I know we had talked about it. Everyone's been coming into the store asking, when is Jentry going to open up that Voss and I-10 location? It ain't going to happen. So if you're in real estate, you know, deals are always coming past you.
Right.
Some you get, some you don't. It's such as life, right? So Sean drops me off at work one day. He takes Liam and he finds this property past the Beltway. Okay, I don't want to say exactly where it's at because there may be some haters out there. You never know. Okay, Maybe somebody tried to put an offer ahead of me, but we're this close to getting a spot on the west side. So anyone who has been coming in asking about when the new building is going to open, there is no new building yet until I have signatures by both parties, and we're like this close. So I need all y'all to pray for us out there, because we really need to take some pressure off of this building, because as you can see, it's a shit show in here. When we said shit show before, we didn't know what a shit show meant.
We didn't
now
know.
It's like there's no parking spaces, people are parking in the grass, there's no appointments left for anybody. I mean, next week we have one opening left for the entire week for makeup. This bitch over here is booked like 3-4 weeks out. I think your February 17th is your next appointment. So we need to take some pressure off this building, expand, make it easier and more convenient for our clients who come all the way from Fulshire and past Fulshire to see us.
Yeah.
So just to let you guys know an update, nothing is signed, but we are working on it. Okay. And when I sign those papers, this bitch right here better not pull any of that shit she did last time when I came to show her the building, and she goes,
I had a kid going off to college. I had, you know, I got bills.
Brynlee's about to go to college. I don't know if I can do this.
I was so scared last time. This time I'm not as scared.
As scared?
I'm
You
not
should have no fear.
I'm not as scared. Well,
This bitch is about to be
you know,
rich, okay? She
Jentry
better not be
always-
scared.
She loves to do these things when, you know.
I'm more risky than you are,
Yeah,
though.
she is definitely. But I need that. That's why we're such a good team, because she pushes me to like do these things that I'm like, oh God.
But you probably wouldn't do on your own,
You
because you
know,
talk
like,
yourself out
I
of.
talk myself out of it. But I'm in grad school. I'm doing IVF. I've got a kid in college. I'm
About to put another one in college.
another one in college. So I think of all those things, and Jentry's like, girl, it's now. It's now. Let's do it.
It's gonna work. And I always try to think like 10
I'm not
steps
as scared
ahead.
this time. Like this time I'm like, she's right. We can do this. We're gonna do this, and it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, and I want to try to think 10 steps ahead, because if I don't, like, this building's already at its max. Where we're going to be in 6 months from now if we start looking then? Like the situation we were in at the old location we were in.
Right.
When we waited too long, and then she got to her boiling point with like, I'm done.
Oh, I was boiling.
And we didn't have a place to be in, okay? We were like, we'll come to your house and do makeup, because that's all we got, a parking lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this one we're going to plan it out better. I'm going to hire an architecture firm, a design firm to do it right, and it's going to be gorgeous and beautiful and even better than we have now. So we are so excited. There's nothing like that on the west side, so just pray for us that everything falls into place the way it needs to, and maybe we'll have some good news in spring for you guys.
Yeah. So not to be super repetitive, but for those who may not know, I actually had 2 miscarriages last year. One in June and then one again in November. So with that, we decided that maybe IVF was an option for us. We went to the doctor and we found out that it is actually my eggs that are the problem. So I'm 39 years old. I got old eggs. So we think that IVF is definitely a better option for us. Jentry has been through IVF, so it's really helpful. I'm always picking her brain and asking her questions like, what does this mean?
So I remember at first you were like, why are you doing this?
I was.
Like Bri was one of those.
I was like, why? You haven't even tried the natural way.
Yeah, but I went originally, for me, was 30. I was 35 when I started. I'm 38 now. But when I started when I was 35, I just went to freeze eggs. I didn't even think I wanted to have kids yet.
And that made sense.
Then on the Cabo Giardia poop trip, we were talking and we were like, you know what, let's just try it now, because what if we wait till I'm 40 and then we go to put the eggs in, and the ones that we have frozen, which we only, out of 9 embryos that we made, we only had 1 good and then a questionable one. I was like, what if we put them both in and they don't work? And then my eggs are too old by then, you know what I mean? So now Bri is kind of understanding the process now of what I went through.
Kind of where we are, like.
And you never thought in a million years.
You know, and I have 2 children, but I had them when I was 18 and 21. So they are older now. I was so much younger then. And Brian and I, when we got married, we were on the fence. Like, we were like, maybe, maybe not. You know, we didn't know if we wanted to have kids, but last year when we accidentally got pregnant, it really sparked this fire in us that we were like, no, we want this. We want kids. So to have the 2 miscarriages.
There's something about having a miscarriage that makes you like.
Yeah, I mean, having those 2 miscarriages was a total like mind blow, and kind of like, wait what do you mean my eggs are old? Like, I'm not old.
You don't feel old.
Yeah, it's really like for a female, and anyone who's been through this knows what I'm talking about. It is definitely an emotional roller coaster. So we are hopeful. We're in the very early stages of this whole process. I start my medication next week.
Inhale. Exhale.
And then we do the egg retrieval the week of Valentine's Day. So
Like, nobody realizes the process is it.
It
I mean,
is
it was
a
like 7 surgeries to get you
process.
there, and procedures and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. A lot of hormones. She just told me how much her medicine's gonna
Oh
be.
my
I was like,
gosh.
oh yeah, I remember.
oh my God, it's so expensive. But you know, at the end of the day, we're hopeful and we're excited. And so we'll see where this is a new journey for us. So we'll see where this takes us.
I'm recording this now, babe, because you're not going to probably remember this, but
A bear, a seal, a camel, a gazelle, Tatanka.
So 7 did great with her surgery. It was non-cancerous. She's all healed and better. She's back to her crazy self. I'm a little concerned with when we start this whole IVF process. Anybody that knows 7 knows that she is obsessed with me. It's funny. I love it, but at the same time,
But it's not normal.
She's a little abnormal. And even with my own kids, like, they cannot hug me without her like
Snapping.
like trying to get them. So I'm a little concerned, you know, if we do end up having a child, how she will react with a little one. 7.
Well, I can tell you right now.
I already know Lily's.
I can tell you right now, she is not gonna like it. Lily was my bestie, and she still is my bestie. I still love my Lily, and she is always right here in my crotch. And now, like, that I get the baby attention and I'm holding the baby, she gets super, super jealous. Or if I say, Liam, come to mommy, like, she comes to me like, hey, listen, don't forget about me. So I know 7 is even worse than Lily, that it's gonna be a problem. Like, Lily hates Liam so much. She does not pee anywhere in the house except for in his room on his rug. Like, literally, there are 37 pee spots. Poor Nanny is like once a week shampooing the carpet because she either shits in there or it's to
Poor
laugh.
Lily.
I know, she's just super, super jealous, and I feel bad, and I knew it was going to be like that, and I was hoping so bad they'd be friends, but he wants to be her friend, but he tries to grab her and pulls her ear, and she's, ah! Oh, Lily, better run, run, run. Lily, run. Lily?
I don't
So.
think Carl will care because
Like-
Carl loves Brian and doesn't really care that much about me.
7's going to bite the baby,
But
like,
7
it's going to
is
be bad.
like, she's like single white female, kind of.
So the fun part of our job is about to start. Well, Allie's fun part of Allie's job is about to start.
Allie, don't quit.
You don't quit on this. So yeah, we have lost 4 employees lately, and so we are we're at the point now where we need to start like vamping up our team, getting everybody trained, because if this building does come through, I don't want to just open it up with all the people that have no clue what they're doing.
Right.
So we're really trying to vamp up our team. I think right now we have an excellent team. I think things are going really, really well. We have people who are here because they love the company and they, want to learn, and they work really hard. And when I was out for surgery, I was so proud of my girls.
Yeah.
Of what they were able to pull together and do. And we've never had this much stuff done in this building in a very long time, so we're cleaning it up and about to get on Indeed and get to hiring, training. We'll leave that all up to Bri. I leave myself out of that process because obviously I'm not good at hiring.
I'm not good at it either.
We've learned that lately. I'm not good.
We do have a really great team. Like, they are all dedicated to the businesses. And
This is the best team we've had so far.
yeah, we have an amazing team. I'm super proud of our team. This is not, especially the front desk, is not an easy job. People come in and they think that it's just going to be like answering phones and, making appointments. There's a lot that goes into doing just that. Like,
It's the biggest multitasking job I think you could possibly have.
It's such a multitasking job. So we are very thankful for the ones that we have, and then are hoping to find some more really good ones.
Yep, hiring for all positions.
I have an IVF doctor's appointment at 7:30 in the morning, and I only have enough IVF medications to last me until tomorrow morning. So we are on the road.
Delicious day of driving and almost dying.
Bullshit.